Hi, Margzetta. How you doing?
I'm excellent. How are you?
Let's talk about your new famous best friend. Take me back. You went to sleep that night, and what happened?
Okay, so I went to sleep that night expecting a phone call, but I was told it was someone from her team. So I'm like, oh, okay, and like, what would they want to know? And one of her reps said, yeah, someone from our team. Just we want to ask you a few questions about the team. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, an interview probably. I don't know. So I wake up and I'm getting ready to go grab my breakfast, and I see the text. We're about to call you. I'm like, oh no, no, no. I'm like, I need to put some lip gloss on or something. I gotta look awake. Let me wash my face really quick. And so I get a FaceTime call from an LA number that I don't have. I'm like, oh, it's gotta be them. So it's this woman, and she's wearing a scarf and dark shades and a mask. And I'm like, oh, I know who this is. And then
Did you know immediately it was Janet Jackson?
I I did. I had a feeling, but she had everything covered up, and I've never seen her hair. I think she had locks in. She had locks in her hair. So I was like, okay. And then she asked me how I pronounced my name. And I knew from her voice, I'm like, that's definitely her. But let me not jump to conclusions because I know people who hang around each other can pick up the same mannerisms and whatnot. And then she started talking about her siblings. She brought up Latoya. She was talking about my name. She's like, oh yeah, we have other beautiful names. My family, Latoya. I'm like, yeah, it's definitely her. And I remember just putting my hand over my mouth and like leaning forward because when do you ever get a FaceTime call from your hero? I don't know, especially as someone. Just
Okay, so wait a minute. When her team, so take me back. So all of a sudden, did you get a text saying, hey, Janet Jackson is in all of your floor routines. She wants to reach out, or what did that text say?
so I got a DM from an account that said Janet Jackson, and this was a day or two after my floor team debuted online, and I've been getting a lot of Janet Jackson fan account DMs from them reposting my stuff, so I really
And I bet a lot of DMs in general.
a lot of DM, oh, quite a handful, quite a handful, and I didn't think anything of it, but I decided to check, and it was actually her. Blue check and everything was Janet Jackson DMing me, and it said that she followed me too, and I lost it. I screamed, and I feel bad for everyone in the apartment because I've just been screaming for the past 3 days with the series of events. And the one essentially said, "What is your best contact information?" I'm like, "Here's my address. Here's my blood type. Here, take everything, take it all. Here's my numbers. My
Here's my birth certificate, my social security. Bring it on.
yeah." And then I got a phone call from one of her reps, and she was like, "We all love you so much. When are you available for a quick call in the next few days?" And then that's how that all led to yesterday morning.
Okay, so were your roommates and your teammates freaking out? Like, what did they say about all this?
My roommates freaked out because they thought someone died. I screamed so loud, and I really apologized. But they said it's okay. We would have screamed it too. We didn't know it. We're just happy that you're okay. That's amazing. And I was like, oh, I'm the oldest of four. So my little sister was like, Margzetta, everyone keeps asking me about you. It's so annoying.
And then, okay, so you get the FaceTime, which I love. First of all, did you log the number in your phone? Like you have Janet Jackson's phone number now. Please tell me you saved it. And what did you put her in your phone?
I saved it and it's under an encrypted name.
Well,
people, people are interesting. It was under an encrypted name.
and what did you talk about?
Okay, so we talked about, um, first, I cried a lot. I was in yeah. And we opened up the conversation with gymnastics, how long I've been doing it, and she was telling me that she always wanted to do gymnastics, And I was like, well, yeah, gymnastics, I've been doing it my entire life. And she's like, I want to learn how to do a backflip. Can you teach me how to do a backflip? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. I'll teach you how to do a backflip. I'll teach you anything. And then we talked about the floor routine. And she told me that I did all the moves perfectly. Shout out to BJ, our choreographer. She was really working hard on with me on the moves in the mirror, and then me going home and being like, this is one floor routine that I cannot improv because I have to do it right. I usually improv everything because I'm like in the moment, but I can't do that in this routine. So I'm very honored that she said I did the moves correctly and that she loved it.
Okay, Margzetta. Janet knew your entire floor routine. She wanted you to teach her a backflip. What else did y'all talk about?
We talked about how much she has inspired me with performance, and when it comes to my gymnastics, what I do know about my gymnastics is that I'm the type of gymnast where I know you will not be able to take your eyes off of what I'm doing because I am performing to the max. And I've been like that for as long as I can remember. So I was just telling her about how she helps me love gymnastics to such a deep, deep point to where it is so much more than just flips. I make it an art, and I have her to thank for that. And she was telling me how I inspire her, and that's when I started crying even more. Because when one of your idols, your idol tells you that you inspire them face to face in real life, that's very surreal.
Is there anything, Margzetta, that you wish you had told her in the phone call, in the FaceTime, like after you hung up, where you're like, oh, I should have said this?
I wish I could have sang for her.
Because you've got a great voice.
I was shy. I wish I could have sang.
What would you have sung?
Pardon?
What would you have sung to her?
That's the thing. I would have probably sang "Let's Wait a While" because that's a good ballad. That's one of my favorite songs by her for sure. So I would have sang her a little bit of that, and well, she said she wants to hang out, so I'll have all the time to sing to her when she wants to catch up and meet in person.
Yeah. How did the phone call end? What did you say? Like, is there plans to meet up or to talk some more?
Yeah, so she was saying how she wants me to teach her the flip, and she said, "When are you back in LA?" I said, "I'm back in LA after I compete. We fly home the next day." And she says, "Oh, well, I'll text you when I'm back in LA, and we can meet and we can talk. I want to talk to you." And I was like, "Yes, okay, absolutely."
And after talking to her, how much it inspired you? Because you posted some of your best scores in the meet that followed.
Yes. So I'm very amped when I compete. I'm quite the competitor. And it took a lot of willpower to take all that adrenaline I had and emotions from the whole day and to steer them into a direction that was healthy enough for me to be great when I compete. So it was hard for me to stay sane and in the zone, but I did it. And because of that, I put that energy into something that was very performative. And I had the best scores that I've ever had in my 3 years of being here simply because I just told myself to just do beautiful gymnastics.
We're getting your choreographer. I'm interviewing her tomorrow. What is it about her? I feel like every gymnast at UCLA is going viral with these incredible routines. What's in the water over there?
I don't know what's in the water over here, but I would say that BJ just came onto the team and to our staff, and she just instantly got it. And she knew how we danced. She knew what moves would look best on us, how we would feel more comfortable. Even I would say I like to have more creative control of what I do, but I really do trust her. When she says something looks good and I feel awkward doing it, I'm gonna trust that it looks good because she says it does. And so she's a creative genius, and I'm blessed that I get to be under her wing. And she's an amazing dancer, and she's an ex gymnast as well. So she really all around just gets it.
Well, your video went viral. It was beautiful. Janet Jackson reached out for your next floor routine when you change up the music? Who are we going after next?
Oh, I might have to bring back an old favorite.
Who?
Um, I want to do a little tribute to my routine from freshman year, which was Vogue ballroom inspired, and I would like to add a little spice and some new mature Margzetta to that first year 14 because I know everyone loved it, and I just think that's a good way to seal my career on the gymnastics team.
Now, I know that Janet is an idol of yours and you've inspired her. Who is your celeb crush?
My celebrity crush, unfortunately, is not with us any longer, and I'll never have another one. Cameron Boyce, and
Oh,
he was the most like driven, talented young man, and he inspired me to know that all the things he's done at his young age, I can do that too. So definitely him. I've always really looked up to him as a peer, and I really wish I had the chance to meet him one day. But everything's okay. But definitely him, and it's never gonna change. It's always gonna be him.
I love that. Gone way too soon. Oh, what a champ he was. Margzetta, I love that Janet inspired you and you inspire her. How do you hope to inspire other young girls looking up to you?
Oh, I hope to just spread the message that being yourself is the best thing that you can possibly do. And there's nothing wrong with taking inspiration. There's nothing wrong with looking up to others and asking for help. That's a big thing I've been working on this year. Asking for help. So I hope other people can jump on that train too. But I hope that I inspire young girls in gymnastics to know that even if they don't start at the same time as other girls may start, if they start a little late, they can still be absolutely incredible. Because I started the elite career later than everyone else, and it was discouraging at times when I would think of myself being behind. But all it took was trusting my coaches, trusting in my technique, and trusting in the magical powers of Margzetta and who I truly am. And it took me to a career that I could not even fathom being here right now. So, big message, just believe in yourself.
Keep doing what you're doing. And thank you for inspiring, especially so many other young girls out there that get to watch you and see you. So keep kicking butt and stay in touch with JJ.
Oh, I
What is under your phone like, but we loved hearing this.
thank you. Thank you so much.